Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is time for more Starsector, where we have a kind of clear wrong word. Clear objective. I did not pick up the Ace Attorney Chronicles. One problem though, the Ludic Church is actually in our system. And I thought we had a little bit more time there, but apparently us running around getting sucked into the void in a system that's not even on the map, a little bit of a problem. Kind of not having money right now. Little bit of a problem. We have a little bit of unpaid debt, so we're probably going to shed some crew. But we do have a fairly decent destination here where we are going to be dropping by First Salem of the Fang Society, hopefully to sell some armaments and some recreational needles to obviously be the good guys and get our things back in order. We could potentially dump our Marines, but it's a pretty good fuel supply here. So what I think we're going to do first off is there's kind of a few things that I have on my mind. We don't have like a ton of weird stuff that we can do. Obviously we have this mission we want to get, and there's some other places that it looks like that we can visit here, but most of these seem to be like planet locations, things like that. We have a derelict survey ship, so we could potentially go there. Yeah, we're just going to kind of play it by ear, because I was kind of expecting at the end of the last video to revel in the joy of... Oh, we got a hostile ship out here. Let's see if they want to say hello to us. Ooh. It's the Ludic Path. Engaged in battle against these jokers. Well, do I... You know what? Let's give them a hug. The Cabal forces transmit their IFF codes. We get to join the battle on their side. Oh man. Yes, please. This is super cool. So here's our Cabal friendlies right here. The Succubus. Oh, that is such a cool looking ship. Oh man, I'm really glad that I ignored the warnings for. There's a battle outside the jump point here. I'm gonna have to look at these later, just because I don't want to like not do it. But Star Quetzalcoatl, I'll have to see if I can get a contact with the Starlight Cabal. Maybe we can make some things here. And the Starlight Aurora, I have one of these. I was actually gonna name it. I gotta remember what I was gonna name it. Oh, we actually have some combat readiness problems still. Almost like we need to fix our supplies. Oh well, it's the Ludic Path. We're just gonna carve our way through them here real quick. So we'll bring some of our ships, not all of our ships. We don't have the points to bring all of our ships anyway, so this is fine. We're dragging a bunch of other goodies in tow too, so I kind of need to take those into dock. If we can grab one of these jump points, I really wouldn't mind like bringing you guys over here. You know what? Screw it. Let's just all go right here. Whole team. Let's go. Defend it. Seems good. So, hopefully they don't get mad at us for rear-ending them. But I do want to see that battleship in action. And I just... Well, we rear-ended each other. So there's Purple Lightning doing good things. Oh crap, I'm gonna go back to my home system and still need to like rename the ships and stuff, which means I'm gonna need to pull up the spreadsheet that I meant to before. But it's okay. So we have this stuff right here. We can try to defend it. It's a fairly sizable group here. So let's go ahead. I think we can bring these guys in, and that'll be fine. And we can actually bring in you too. Seems good. Alright, so we're going to muster over here, and then we will make some headway. Because see, that's... Hang on. I like this build. I think. Let's learn a little bit more about it. Show video feed. I guess because it's not my ship. There's only so much I can do here, so... We can't see what the actual build is on it, but if we zoom in a little closer... Man, I'm being so weird with this today. I can't actually zoom in that close, but it looks like we got some... Well, I mean, it's a laser boat with some other guns on the front. Seems alright. Definitely did a lot of work. So there's our phase ships already going crazy. It feels like I'm using the speed up mod appropriately on, but there we go. Apply directly to the forehead. Yeah, you guys... I'm trying to remember the line from that movie is like, you guys are fucked now. Now granted, I don't want to be hitting this one with the shield. I want to be hitting it with the big Bernie lasers that I just like tore through a frigate with, but this is okay. Yeah, we got him. We got him pretty good. Alright, we'll let you guys we'll let you guys clean it up because we got this one over here. Alright, so this should be fairly straightforward. We don't need this. We can go full assault now. I think what I want to do, in fact, is actually, where are we? We're up here, right? Okay, you're in trouble. You actually just crashed flying into me, so that's fun. We actually... Did we lose one? Huh. Says I'm not ready to die yet. I guess not. Whoop. Alright, I may have hit some friendly fire, but it's okay because now I've positioned myself into the back of the group. Which means I probably need my shields up. You can see we have some other pressure boat strategies going on here. And we actually can do this one more time. But the whole repositioning value of this battleship is just amazing. Okay, I think you're going to be well done. I think you're going to be too. Alright, so... Fast cooking with Asher. I guess technically with our buddy Morgan Wyatt. Can we microwave you? Nope. It was a solid try. Victory for everybody. Alright, so we can join the pursuit. They're running... Ooh. They lost their pocket battleship. I really wonder if I can salvage it. They might be able to salvage it first, but that would be amazing. Okay, join the pursuit. Second in command. Do your thing. Uh-oh, did we? Did we lose one of our buddies too? I think we did. Okay, so... Ugh, annoying, but it happens. Alright, consider ship recovery because they all died. Yeah, it's one of ours that went down. Alright, so difficult recovery. Doesn't look like we can recover an allied ship from here, which maybe is the usual here. We're definitely not picking up the Venture. Definitely not picking up the Nebula, so this is fine. And interestingly, look at how many supplies we need to do these damn repairs. I love it. Okay, pick through the wreckage. Still disabled or destroyed. Which means it may be floating on the overworld map. Unfortunately, we cannot double tap the salvage. Okay, so... There's you guys. The ship is gone. Huh. We're being hailed. Alright. Your fleet's too large to disengage. We could beat them, but I kind of just want to do the comm request. The triangle symbol appears upon comms. You got some valuable cargo, Morgan Wyatt. Maybe you convince us to continue on the Starlight path by donating 750 units? No, we're going to talk to him instead. We need this money. You begin a prepared routine, compete with lavish displays of wealth and glamour in an attempt to impress the Cabal illustrious leader. To your amazement, the sordid show seems to put a broad grin on the Caballero's face. When you wind down your act, the illustrious leader applauds you, truly inspired. You walk the Starlight path well, Morgan Wyatt. Many stars bless your ventures. So, we're inhospitable with the Cabal, but this guy likes us. Where's your pocket battleship, though? So you guys are still pursuing my fleet? Okay. So their ship is lost to the winds. Oh, well. But we have our money, and we have our dignity intact. So that was fun. That was not at all how I expected this to start. Hello, fleets. We've got to get to Gallus, and we got to get to Gallus in a hurry. And we have a bunch of new missions as well, so... We'll pick a few if they kind of look like they're on the way. Ooh. Those are, not super close to each other, but For some reason, the map is scrolling like they are. Yeah, they're not. Alright, well, it was a nice thought. Yeah, we could always do some more bounty hunting, and it's nice that we have a little bit of money. I love how fast our supply total is just decimating itself. That's the name of the game. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So we want First Salem to survive. We don't want to constantly be jumping through these. I know I have a little flashy icon right here, but we are... How many more freaking... We have a skill point to assign. Carrier group. Oh, that's crew training. That's like easy. We can't make that skill elite. But we do want to get up to officer training. I need to be looking for more officers. Any advice on getting phase crew to my crew? I know Dee Dee did give a request a long time ago. Say, hey, by the way, I want to be a phase officer. Many of us do. Okay, so Gallus. First Salem is currently rebelling. First Salem is all the way over here. Cool. Well, let's say hello. Well, I look at the fleet screen and say we need 271 supplies for repairs. So we're okay. Psi Nation still doesn't like us. But we're okay. So, Ludic Church expedition failed. All right. So they don't like us because the expedition failed, but our forces defeated them, which is pretty important because if we look at our colonies real quick, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place today, but like we technically have ground defenses. I really should be upgrading them. It's a really easy way to increase stability for not a lot of money. So I should be upgrading these, but these are a little more expensive to upgrade. Still though, good start. By the way, another thing worth mentioning. We have False Hope. And then I did get another suggestion for the other planets. I believe, oh god, I can't remember the exact word right now. It was a good A word, and I will look back at the YouTube comments and fix that afterwards. I'm very sorry here, but we have farming, we have mining, and this is producing pretty well. I mean, we do want one colony with farming if we can have it. We're going to have a third industry here pretty soon. But Alpha Ala, which we do have a patrol HQ on, I'm not going to upgrade this patrol HQ. I'm honestly thinking of, okay, well, we do want the salvage yards. But if we do something small, I think another industry I might put on this place is the, let's organize by industry here. Not tech mining, refining, privateer base. Problem is that it takes 2 industry slots. But I think it's just fun to do something a little different. So I think for what we may pick like a temporary industry, like light industry or something like that, and then switch off of it in a little bit. We could even probably throw commerce on there. The problem is that this planet is not making a ton of money. But yeah. Let's start by going to First Salem and hoping to good heck that they have demand here still. They do. Oh lord, they do. Okay. And we could have bought more at places. We're fine. First Salem, they still need it here too. So that's fine. And they will trade with us because that's fun. Alright, so hey guys, we had money problems. Fix them. This is almost 8 million in money. I love this. It sells for 75 per unit if I tack those on. Then once we do the trade, it's 884. Good lord. That's still better than anywhere else. So that's why you always want to do the separate transaction. Their stability is 0. This colony is honestly terrible. Like, guys, there's sparse ore deposits. Why did you... Fang, why did you even settle here? You morons. Wow, 509 for supplies. 85 for fuel. You have a lot of crew to spare, though. Actually might need some more crew. That's like... can we actually trade crew? Because this is amazing. Looks like there's a lot of 9 credits per crew. Wow. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry too much about buying crew right now. Okay, we have a lot of weapons we need to dump off too. You know, do you guys have like a high price on metals? Of course you don't. Nobody does. But it doesn't look like we have, oh my god, I just love that they'd still take weapons if we could conveniently buy them. But it's not super convenient. Officer directory. Freelance administrator. Wow. That looks like a friggin' nightmare. What can you do for us? Establish where her skills lie. You have no skills. I just have a terrifying face. I love it, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not in a position yet where I need to be getting administrators. I could get 46 for 8,000. That's actually pretty terrible. Storyteller. Hurricane Merv launcher. That's fine. It gets us progress. That's the important thing because we want to get to the big show here. So obviously we have to raid these guys. What? There do not appear to be any likely targets to yield anything. Really? Oh, this place is so valueless. I've never seen that before. Like, this place is probably on the verge of collapse. I've never been to a colony that is just so terrible that it's not even worth raiding. But here we are. Alright, well, since we're here, I guess we could go to Freelancer real quick, just for fun. Yeah. Well, the important thing is that we almost made 1 million credits off of them. Somebody's looking for me. Domain error probe. Wrong side of the system here. Okay, this desert world. You have another freelance administrator not made of nightmare fuel. Industrial planning, so that's not terrible. Flashly less for a drink. No thanks. Storyteller again. Not this time. Although Dominator's a good ship. I like some of the random missions here, so these are interestingly normally priced. And I almost wonder... Okay, I could flip these, but it's not really worth on the throughput here. Yep. If we do military options and launch array, they actually have decent defenses. We could suffer heavy losses and get that much. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's do it anyway. Okay, 150 or 45 Marines. Cuts down payroll. That's fine. Boop. Supply problems. We are just exploiting game mechanics at this point. Alright. Well, since we survived, let's take our ships home. Uh-oh. Freelancer Station still doesn't like us. Other pirates still don't like us. We're going pretty slow. Which ship, by the way, is slowing us down? It's got to be one of these. 8, 7. Okay. Man. This rhyme is... Oh, it's because of one of the D mods. Okay, well that's obviously fixable. We'll just have to deal. Okay, what did I see here? Just another fleet? Alright, well. Bye-bye then. You'll never have to hear from us again. And then we're almost neighbors. There's Mercy. Oh. Mercy, Mercy. Mercy Watson. Mercy, mercy me. Look at how slow flying through that feels. Oh. Ludic Church blessed missing. Are you really? Are you coming for me? I think we gotta take these guys out. I mean, they're hostile, they're running for my fleets, but... I mean, look at them. They even have, like, a cairn yacht. Move in to engage, that's fine. So we're just gonna, we're gonna take our fast ships today. Including some of these. Take the Kestrel. High Tower Vigil, not that fast. Cuckoo Kajub, not that fast. Leadrocker's Deliverance, not that fast. These support ships are pretty fast. Glorious Heritage, pretty fast. This will be fine. Because I think we're chasing them down, right? Which means I could have deployed on the side, right? Hey, guys! This is how I lose a battleship, isn't it? Okay, well, let's not get too cute here. Because we do have some flux stuff we gotta deal with. It looks like we're getting some EMP damage. Okay, since we're taking this guy out first. Let's focus fire here. While we're protected. Alright. Whoop! So easy. Literally just mopping them up now. I don't know why this ship just looks like it's fun to target. But it just seems so much fun. Maybe you don't want to point blank destroy it, but... Okay, missed out on that one. Yeah, I guess this is our revenge for the Ludic Church getting some revenge on us. Look at the Kestrel go! Oh, that feels good. Alright, you're down for the count too. Everybody just give a good space hug. Is that everybody? Yeah. I think that's pretty much everybody. Alright. You guys, you got this. Ta-da! Almost got him. Alright, nothing of interest. That's so funny. It's like, hey guys, you all y'all wanted to do what to my system? I'm sorry, what? You thought it would be a good idea to actually invade. Okay, I've got to find a better route to get in here than this. Alright, but this is fine. So both of our planets are kind of like near here, right? By the way, how long do I have on my accepted missions? I feel like I'm burning days. We still got enough days if we go directly here. Oh no, I forgot to survey the barren world for the VIC. Ugh. I literally forgot. Well, I'd rather do the derelict ship at this point, because it pays more. I mean, there may be something good here too. It's too bad. It'll come back. We can take the rep hit. I think we're already maxed at rep with the VIC anyway, so forgetting to do our homework just one time is not going to kill us. Alright. So, False Hope. Let's port there first, because that's where our other ships are. And while we're doing that, just bear with me for 1 second. 1 second. This is more than 1 second now. Alright. So we're here. And that's gonna freak me out later when I'm looking for like recovering and stuff. Alright, so we have a bunch of ships that we're gonna park. Unfortunately, I don't think we're ever gonna be using you. You're good, you're good. I may want to get you equipped now, but we gotta get kind of under our ship living again. So taking here, Red Dwarf. This is the one I forgot about. And some of these ships are really good. I'll be honest. Like, this one may end up being really good. But if we go look at this one here, This Starlight Aurora, I'm honestly pretty excited about. Excited enough probably to put an officer on it. Let's see here, though. What are we going to name it? Because I did have a list for all these. Let's see here. Cuckoo Tube, Drolith, Vic Beast we haven't changed, Leadruckers, Purple Lightning. That's good. So I think we are up to Thunderchild. Thanks, Hieronymus D. Colonna, for that one. Now, for upgrading the ship, it does have a Typhoon Repeater Launcher and a Light Needler. We're going to get rid of those for now. I want this to be like something that uses some guns to do a little bit of work and some lasers to do even more work. The problem is that I'm not sure I quite have what I want here with me, despite me having everything. So let's go ahead and do this. A little bit more repairs is fine. Manage the colony, storage, sort that shit. Put that in there. We don't need to give ourselves a high value prisoner. We can just press Alt and go whoop. Like, I just want all these items, first off, out of my cargo. But secondly, I want them all together. Alright. Hit that sort button. That way we're not dealing with stuff here. I still do have an alpha core that I can install places. And one suggestion was to put the alpha core into the spaceport. Reduces upkeep by 25, demand by 1, increases accessibility by 20%. We're not saving alpha cores for guiding ships, so let's do it. Alright, because this will help with our income even more. We're actually pretty close to getting where we need to go. I'm not inclined to up that. I am inclined... Okay, if we make improvements, improves ground defenses, I'd rather just pay the money than the story points. Alright, so that's fine. And that's even more stability, which we'll need. Wait a minute. We make Vic brand Gene Tech? Ha! Interesting. Oh, no. We import that. I was going to say, that only gets made by one place. That's Purgatory. That's why Purgatory is Purgatory. Alright. That shit out of the way. Thunderchild. What kind of laser beamies do we have? You know, I kind of like the cryo heat generators. I think they're very interesting. The one problem, the one thing that makes me really sad is that I really like the build that I had on this ship, but that was from the save that I couldn't actually like recover. So we're just gonna kind of deal with what we have right now. So we have 3 lasers, some lance repeaters. This could like flux the shit out of me, perhaps, because we have Cabal upgrades, we have the VIC upgrades, but I think I just want some little guns. We're gonna go light on a point defense. We do have a synergy turret down here, but I'm not that interested in firing backwards, although missiles seems to be some pretty interesting support. Now for this, I kind of wish I had bought some extra what I've been using on like the Kestrel and stuff. I really like the Laidlaw mash drivers. I should learn to build those myself at some point. Well, there's a lot of things I can do. But since we're just going to be flying blind right now, I think at this point we just kind of throw whatever in there. Light dual autocannon. It's lightweight, but it does the same thing. We want to bear down the shields so we can put this shit on it. This is going to be a brawler. Goes in close. Do we have a good captain for this? We do have one more officer space. That reminds me. Comm directory. We don't have a recruitable officer here. Alright. So do we have anybody that could pilot the Thunderchild pretty well? Potentially Ion Dragon. I think that seems okay. I like Space Cat on the Purple Lightning, so that's fine. Alright. So refit I don't really like the burst point defense lasers. I do think because this is a brawler, it'd probably benefit from having at least a little bit of point defense, but the burst point defense lasers, not really my favorite. You know, just a good old regular vanilla point defense laser is fine. Alright, I really wish I could build in safety overrides. Ugh. That's cute. Could put surveying equipment on it because that's cute. Okay. So even though you're a brawler, that's really interesting. If we, I'm not going to do it, but let's make it like this and unstable injector. All right. There's probably something I'm missing here, but we'll see if this ship lives because we have some capacitors. We can throw a lot of these on here. Looks like we actually have room for one more build-in at least. Alright, so auxiliary thrusters is fine. For increasing maneuverability, oh, this is what we want. Alright, like the key tech for me here, so weapon groups. I want to put you guys kind of on auto fire. Put you guys on auto fire just to make it simpler for the AI. Alright. I have no idea how this ship will work, but I have some ideas for what I want to do with it later, so that's fine. Okay. Managing to manage the colony anymore might manage to give me a headache. Any other ships that I missed? I did rename this the Phoenix. I know DD had said recovered battleship, and technically this is a battle cruiser, which is kind of the midway thing. But I have plans for when we recover a proper battleship. Also, I need to put Captain Warcrimes in there as our smiliest pilot. Which means I have some ships that aren't really flying with anybody in them right now. I think I'm going to put Wolf in here. Because, like, Islan is one thing. I mean, Wolf is steady. I'm very curious if steady is going to cut it with literally having space shotguns here. I don't know for sure, but it's fine. Okay. Anything we want to do at the other colony while we're here? Because this one's not bleeding money anymore. I think I'm going to upgrade the heavy batteries here too. Just always be building. Give them something to build. 43 here. Got a squint here. 81%. So we're pretty close on that growth target. All right. So where are we at in time in the video? Oh boy. 33 minutes so far. For recording, hello. I don't usually look at the clock like that, but there we go. Okay. So 48 days. And last I checked, this is a pretty long flight. I mean, it's a brown dwarf system. I could potentially do both. But the derelict ship is located some distance away from the... Oh, I hate these. Alright, so we're going to go here. Boring as that is. We're going to actually transverse jump out of here to do... Oh! Ludic Church! Faithful Convoy. I am sure you are. Alright, so monthly expenses minus 50. But part of that was from last month's debt. So we didn't actually have people take some extended shore leave. Press 1 to deactivate this. And I love that even though we can fly to the top right and potentially like not have hyperspace storms, they still exist. And they're going to shove us kind of the direction we want to go. Alright. By the way, I don't have that many Marines. Not that I'm worried about invading right now, but it's going to be something to pay attention to later. Alright. So, we have been here. I think the Hope Nebula... Yeah, I was about to say. We should visit... I don't think we can do anything other than, like, collect a prize from there, but we could pop open the cryo sleeper and do that at any time. Unfortunately, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a little bit out of range. I feel like that's something I would know if it was in range before. So there's another Ordo. There's me flying like a moron through here. Now, I could give these Ordos hugs anytime I wanted to. That's not what we do here. We're playing nice with the robot. So Psi Nation having a rebellion in the Revenant Gestalt. Oh, shit. Alright. We have to use some new mod features here. We can siphon fuel. We can, because I didn't actually check to see, do we have enough fuel to do this here? Must be inside a nebula. If this is not a nebula, are we talking like nebula? I guess we are talking nebula. Well, looks like we might be doing a distress beacon thing in just a little bit, especially if we keep getting kicked like this. Alright. Well, since we're here, and we have just savagely screwed ourselves, let's take the intersystem jump point. Diable avionics, that failed. We have enough fuel for 9.5 light years. That technically gets us to the nebula. Alright, so I thought this was a nebula. Turns out it's not a nebula. We can scavenge as well. So these are all modded features. Here's a domain probe. We knew that from before. Please tell me we're in the right system. So it's located... Oh, it's just a derelict ship. Oh god, it's going to be like a kite, isn't it? Alright, well, we need fuel from you now. And you're not going to have it. Alright, so we don't need to bring this big one, but we're going to bring a few support ships. This'll be fine. I just kind of want to see, does this Aurora function? This is all tiny shit. Okay, so that's pretty decent so far. Okay. Alright, hello my friend. Could you not missile me in the face, please? Okay. You know what I love about these guys is that they think shields are for chumps. Gotta watch my flux, though. Alright. So, doing pretty good, Aurora. Alright. So, you're not really trying to run. Alright. So, claim victory. And we get some salvage as well. Kind of boring. Okay. That's probably the ping we want. It's some distance away from the star. Here we go. Oh, phase tender. You're not going to have fuel, though, are you? Alright. Do we want this? We don't want this. It seems like a nice idea on paper, but in practice it's not great. Okay, so we know what this is. We know what this is. We've kind of been here, even though we haven't. Yeah. Well, everybody's going to the nebula. The nebula that we've already been to. It's cool. Like, I used to have another skill, I thought, where we would do a supply forge that will turn metals into supplies. But I guess we don't have the thing that turns supplies into fuel, because we just need to eat. Well, Are these clouds? Yeah. Alright, so we're... Oh. Oh. Whoops-a-doodle. So can we do both of these at the same time? Because we need supplies. We had heavy metals. Guys, we're in trouble. We're in just a spot of bother right now. All right. Let's see if we can do this real quick. If there was ever a time to use the distress beacon, this is probably it. I do have a distress beacon, right? We are... Sir, we are under distress. Okay. Oh boy. So, we kill our supplies by trying to siphon fuel. Oh! Oh, good. Okay, I'm really glad I realized that now. Okay, suspend all repairs. We're gonna be good little kittens. And we are not gonna, like, hit anybody. But yeah, that was a really fast refuel. Hot damn. So, what's the closest civilized place that we can go to? Oh, I thought things were about to get way worse. This seems fine. Flying through that whole mess of nebulas is not fine. So this is okay. This is even better. All right. Because these guys all hate each other anyway, so we can raid what we need to, right? Okay. Turn you off. Well, you know what? We have a few supplies. We'll keep you on. So, diplomacy, philanthropy between the Keter and the VIC. So, I'm glad we still have good relations with them because they've been a valuable trade partner. Whoa! A friendly salvage fleet? What madness is this? Hello, my friends. Independent fleet assumes a neutral posture. We actually may be getting some nice help. Must be relief showed instead of some pirates, eh? Now, what is it you need? Grateful for anything you can... Wow. Happy to help a stranded spacer. Try not to make it a habit of getting in trouble. Yeah, I'll pay 40,000 for that. Long way to offset our costs. That is amazing. Can I make you... What's your name? Mel Greenish. I'd love to, like, have a notepad that's be like, you're an awesome officer. Let me shoot you down now, because you have space farms. Space farms are actually really interesting. Allows almost instant full deployment of the shield. Because it has fast shield unloading, but civilian-grade hull, spaceborne farm, which is a really interesting mod that I think lets you build supplies or something in a World Eater platform? More akin to a mobile station than a ship, the Bear-class super heavy mining platform was originally designed for planetary-scaled resource extraction. Well, you weren't kidding. Alright, well. The day is saved. If we resume all repairs, we're actually okay. We still need to go down here, though, because we need to, like, kick some booty. Yeah, that was a, like, total amateur hour getting totally bailed out by the AI, but I will happily take it. Relationship with the Ludic Church. Somebody didn't like what we did. I think we're at war with somebody now. Oh, repelling at First Salem successful. Oh boy. Okay, so glad we did the trading when we did. We have another abandoned ship over here too, so what's this? Nebula civilian transports. No. Would be nice to recover some organs from it, I guess. Alright. So this is our little artery. We want to get over one more time. And we don't have a ton of supplies here, so we're going to suspend all repairs again. Accidentally get rocked because I hit that outside of the damn... Like, I unpaused and I wasn't pressing S, so... Oh boy. Let's resume repairs. Alright, so how close are we? Oh my god, we didn't make it through. Well, good fortune. Let's go through here. Hopefully not get eaten alive. This is all fine. 4.4 days of supply left. Why am I... It's like I'm fielding a giant fleet and we have all of these little friendly Ordos that we could use to refuel ourselves. And we have not been properly using our resources here. Alright. We'll file them. This is like the worst dipping my toe out to like fix things. We need to figure out who we're raiding. Because it's probably going to be a lot of people. Okay, tell me what you got. Military size 3, military size 3, military size 3. Let's start on the right-hand side. Because we are desperate and we are hungry. And we have a friendly patrolling patrol. We have some ships that are hostile. That's fine. What do you have for us? Barren planet. So if we check out over here, their defenses suck. Their planet sucks. Their supply prices suck. If we were in a different situation, maybe things would work out. But I don't like being the bad guy here. Sometimes you gotta be the bad guy. Dockside bar. What are you up to? Deliver this item to a specified location. 32 light years away. In the Beta Ang system. Yeah, I'll accept that. I don't even know where that is. No. That's just a big fat no. Com directory, just a mercenary officer with, once again, look at all these terrifying faces. You guys just look like with some of those magic eye puzzles, and it's not in a good way. Okay, so launch a raid. So we still have, you know what? We have money. I always forget to do this. What are your marine prices like? You all have warm bodies. So we'll do some of that. All right. And we cannot actually steal your supplies. Great. Oh, maybe we do it against the Persian League. Okay, so we went there. We're gonna go up here. That's a pretty big fleet. I'd actually kind of love to take them on. So it looks like they're hostile and they're traveling. And maybe we'll get their attention here. First off, you don't have an officer available, but you guys are scary. I don't want to be commissioned by you. You guys are terrifying. Okay, so that's all useless. Your prices are okay despite the deficit. Tell me about your colony. It's short on supplies, but not devoid of supplies. And this is actually a pretty decent colony despite the hazard rating. Alright, so if we buy shit, it's a pretty good price for drugs. But it's not a great place to buy near here. Alright, military options time. What? Okay. Let's let them move on real quick. Like, we just want them to get a little farther. Because we know you guys are going to be in a perpetual state of battle with the Persian League. Launch a raid. Oh my god. Defensive 50. And we can steal just a few supplies. I mean, it's more supplies than we have. So, let's go back here one more time. Your marine prices are not very good. Alright. So we don't get a lot of these. Could actually get quite a few of those. Screw it. This is what I want anyway. So we're just going to send all of our people to go in. We can't even put them in a deficit. It's not even like we're really taking anything, I guess. So launch. Lost 31 Marines. Fang Society doesn't like us. Ooh, we actually got a little bit of a bonus. What else is new? Oh! That's new. I guess I should have concerned myself with fuel a little bit too. Well, first things first. Let's engage these guys in neutral space. The Persian League, who did take some of this stuff. Is that a size... Okay, I was about to say, that's not a size 8 station. Taxima, I think, used to be with the Fang Society. So, you guys are coming. Well, you know what? And these guys are coming too. That's actually okay. My plan is to make a bad decision here. Let's get in a fight. Okay, we're not fighting a space station. Open the comm link. Morgan White, the Fang Society are not going to suffer you any longer. Well, okay. That is fair. Let's send out the big guns. Ooh, actually don't have enough to send out all the big guns. Alright, well. This is a decent start. If we send you over here, we kind of play defense. Right here, we'll see what everybody does. All you guys are kind of being piloted. Yeah, I need to... Okay. Okay, dude. Bruh. Just every single time you're like trying to shove it in there, and just that's not the way. That's not how this should work. Alright, so we have 40 more points. Let's send you down here too. And we can go ahead and reinforce a little bit. 40 points actually nets us both of these. Look at how fast we get the stuff. Okay, you're doing a terrible job grabbing that node, by the way. Let's not ram the Aurora too hard. Alright. Okay, once again, just that ship just really wants to hit my backside. So there's... Oh, shit. It's the wrong button. Alright. Let's ditch you, because we're just going to get the rest of our reinforcements in now. I don't think we need to go all hands. But I like having some of these support ships in there, so I guess technically we will go all hands. So let's muster, get into some negative reinforcements, and let's back this shit up a little bit because I went a little too far by pressing the wrong button. Purple Lightning already with the armor compromise message. Nice. But we can take their little beacon here. That's just good strategic warfare. Okay, we got some more fighting down here already. So that's a plus. We got the Fang Society seems to really like having drones. So let's send you guys to sweep up over here. I like you on this. I like y'all supporting me up here. Seems good. Okay, so big money threats like right here. Aurora's gonna do some work. You guys are a little fast. Okay, for some reason doesn't seem to want to stay in touch. Seems okay. Seems to take a bit of a beating. My shots are now asynchronous. Alright, so which one of our ships got disabled? I'm going to assume it's one of our phase ships. But we'll find out. Well, it's not. It's one of our support ships. Alright. So we hit their main fleet. Guess I can't be too surprised. This is supposed to be a fairly large and deadly contingent of things. So there's our steady officer just going after shit. That's fun. Let's go ahead and melt you real quick. Alright. Nice. I think right now we mostly have this under control. Just got to make sure not to overextend. As I do this to overextend. It's like, don't overextend, proceeds to overextend. You just tried to ram me. You just want to give me space hugs. I've probably used that line like 30 million times here. Okay. Okay, we're getting some chatter from the Kestrel. Alright, enemy fleet's defeated. We just got a few mop-up ships left, but it's fine. Alright, so we lost one of ours. I will not recover that if it costs a story point. Pursue them, second in command, do it. Because hindsight's going to be 20/20 here in just a second, but I have a feeling supplies are going to be a bit of an issue. Ship recovery, yeah. That was just gone. It's too bad. We don't have the supplies to recover as is. Okay, now we can start forging some of these metals for supplies. And apparently our Marines need to level up, so no ship recovery. It's alright. So these guys are traveling too. And it's going to take more supplies than we have to get out of this. So we may actually want to fight that other group and then try to move on, take out some of these things. I love that I've stuck myself in such an awkward, awful position. And we still have 11 days to survey the barren world. I could actually pull it off. But that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher with Starsector, just going in ways that I never would have thought myself to go. By the way, where's the Hurricane? Okay, up here. We have some stuff up here. Technology cache, Hurricane. We still have the nice, fancy, big gate that we can open up at some point. Not gate. Blue Supergiant Bell is where the actual hypershunt gate should be around here. I didn't do a great job exploring, but that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher with Starsector. Hope you liked it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure there's stuff I forgot. By all means, remind me. I'm running with a very large fleet right now that could be even larger, and as you can see, one of my challenges that I'm having right now is just remembering to pack enough supplies, especially when I get into fights. So that's been a fun sort of run around of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. How do I do this? What do I do next? I haven't even been fielding this ship. I need to see how it works in action, but that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.